go. Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Steelers take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, they'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Metcalf, left side. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. They'll try the right side this time. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bronco. Let's go.
And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Come on.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 33-yard
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ready.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Let's go.
A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Ready. Set.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down.
18 Cardinal.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Go. Ready.
His drive will start on the ground. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4.
Got ready.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6.
Ready.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 6 to begin.
Check. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Go.
Back to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On the return is Gould. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Tight. 19. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Here we go. Set.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Hold it ready.
3rd down and 3.
18. Pioneer. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the gun, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready. Set. Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. Break. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Moving to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go.
Now give on the ground, And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Cardinals.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now as he's off to punt for Pittsburgh. That's taken at about the 14. And a nice return there. The offense not to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Get it.
Here's a handoff to Giddens. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
2nd down throw for Richardson. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On the give, it's Giddens. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Richardson. That's caught. DJ Giddens. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready? Ready?
Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
He runs with it. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
Ready?
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Richardson. That one taken in. Touchdown Colts. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Colts are out to a 10-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll air it out down the middle. That's hard. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 10, Steelers 7.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Anthony Gould now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Come on. Set. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Peyton Roten that time in on the stop.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big gainer for Indianapolis. An even 40 yards.
1st down, Colts.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Richardson. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection to the touchdown.
17. Steelers 7. Chad Ryland.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready. Go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He's got it! And he's into the end zone! DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Steelers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gooden. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd down coming up.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He's got his man. That's down. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Richardson to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Lone back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
Ready, go!
Here's a run. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits, what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
So, right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Cardinal, eh?
Throwing is Richardson. That'll be taken in by Gidden. And now where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Go! Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Ready? Ready?
Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A big loss on the play.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Pass right side to down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Viking, hey, shit.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the drive will stay up. He's got the 1st down up to the 44.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
2 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, and it's Giddens. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 4.
Ready.
Once again, it's Giddens. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Ready.
From the gun, Richardson going for it all. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll run here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. W Ryan.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Back. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Got a man. It's Ibuka, complete. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. They'll stick to the ground. The ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
A big hole. And he's down at the 3. What a run. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only do they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with a big victory.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Colts 20.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. That's Pierce in motion. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 1st down. That's Pierce in motion.
60 Bobcats.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
Unbelievable, Mike. I'm not even really sure what to say. This far from the end zone, you know the ball's going to be thrown short. You've got to spread the field, rally tackle, get the ball carrier to the ground, and the game is over. But they keep it alive. Somehow, some way, they find the end zone. Last play of the game, walk-off touchdown.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.